Hello and welcome, guys. This is Ludi Loco once again. It's been a long time. Today we're going to do a PS Live with this RU team that I created actually a few weeks ago that I like a lot and I would like to show off. So let's take a look at it. Let me find it here. Right here. Okay, so we're starting off. We have Eviolite Dewblade, who can set up sword stances and has priority with Shadow Sneak. It's actually really, really good in this tier, and I'm surprised it hasn't been moved up to UU yet with how useful it is. Tangrowth is just your standard physical wall. Giga Drain. HP Fire is a nice surprise because a lot of grass types and like Dewblades and stuff try to switch in on it. And Pain Split just to be really, really annoying. Ambipom with a Silk Scarf, because those fake outs, they hurt a lot. Knockoffs for the Claydolls and the other Dewblades and stuff like that. You'll notice I'm mentioning Dewblade a lot. He's very common in the RU tier, and knockoff is almost a requirement to deal with it. Electros, this is a set that I like a lot, because I've noticed a lot of people don't run a lot of special attackers. So I set up coils, so nothing can really touch me. I got leftovers, and I also have Drain Punch for recovery. Aqua Tails for stuff like Claydolls that want to switch in on these two moves. And aren't able to take them. This is a pure utility Claydol right here. Reflect and Light Screen for my other Mons, especially for Electros to start setting up those coils. Rapid Spin for hazards, and I have Stealth Rocks. I don't really put a lot of effort into getting my rocks up, but it is nice to have, and Light Clay for screens. And this right here is the MVP of the team. I started using Special Sharpedo a long time ago. I know a lot of people have been using that since Pokeaim had his UU laddering sessions where he had a Special Sharpedo, but not to sound like a douche or anything, but I was using it before that. Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse are standard. Protect is nice. This is the ultimate Ambipom counter, basically. You see an Ambipom on the other side, and you know they're going to lead with it. So you lead with Sharpedo, get your Protect, and then you outspeed the next turn and kill with Hydro Pump. But a lot of people don't run Ice Beam, they run Destiny Bond, which is strange to me. I see the appeal, especially when you have the speed boost and something comes in that you can't kill and it walls out your team and whatnot. But I like Ice Beam because a lot of grass types and flying types feel like they have free brain to switch in. Especially grass types feel like they have range to switch in, like Virizion is very popular in this tier, which normally feels like it's fine to switch in on Sharpedo because it resists 2 stabs. So I like to run the Ice Beam just so I can catch it off guard on the switch in. Alright, and with that, let's go ahead and get a battle. I'm fairly low on the ladder still, but hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of decent battles. Let's take a look. Okay. So this guy's got some threats. Jolteon, Fletchinder, Virizion, and Emboar are all very, very threatening. And then he's got 2 walls in Xatu and Seismitoad. I'm predicting the Seismitoad lead. Tangrowth would be a nice counter to that if it didn't carry Sludge Wave. But I really have nothing to lose leading with Tangrowth because he doesn't have a lot that can punch through Tangrowth. So I'm just going to lead with it, it's fine. And then he leads with Seismitoad, yep. So I'm just going to get off a Giga Drain, get off a ton of damage, knock it out. Or if he wants to switch, that's fine. I don't really care about that either. Xatu, yeah, Xatu was his best switch, for sure. I'm going to go into Dewblade, because I do not want him to fire off a Thunder Wave on my Sharpedo or anything like that. Claydol would be a decent switch, but I can't get my rocks up. However, I think that Defog and Magic Bounce is actually an illegal combo for Xatu, so if he's not carrying Magic Bounce, then he doesn't have a Defogger. Or a Spinner. So, okay, oh wow, the Heat Wave, the predictions. I can take another one. So I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak, get off a butt. I need to get rid of this Xatu. This thing walls a lot on my team. Okay, so the Seismitoad comes back out. That's fine, whatever. And then I'm predicting him to go for perhaps an Earthquake or Earth Power. I'm going to switch back into Tangrowth. There is no way in hell he will predict that and go for Sludge Wave. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go for another Giga Drain. He has He can keep switching in Xatu all he wants, but I'm going to get consistent damage off on him and heal myself, so I really don't care. And last time he went for Heat Wave, I do not think he'll do that again. But I'm just going to make the safe switch into Claydol and start putting up my screens. Okay, yeah, he did go for another Heat Wave. That's very fine. I'm going to go for a Light Screen first, and then a Reflect. Is this thing, like, choiced? If this thing is choiced, I get a free switch into Sharpedo right now. Although, he does have Water Absorb on Seismitoad. And he misses, actually. I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse. Yeah, I predicted Seismitoad to come in. Okay, that doesn't do that much. But I need to punch through this wall, so I need to keep getting offensive pressure on his walls. And now would be a good time for him to switch into Virizion. But I'm not scared of that because I have the Ice Beam too. Okay, the Earthquake comes out, that's fine. I'm actually going to fire off an Ice Beam. Just predicting that Virizion to come in because I know he wants to save this because he hasn't gotten his rocks up. I'm just going to start the timer on him, just to pressure him to make a decision. Alright, if he takes forever, I will pause the video, and I will come back when he does. Oh, yep, he actually did switch into a Virizion. That's going to do over half. And I actually get a freeze. Now, that didn't really matter, because I could just knock him out with another Ice Beam the next turn, but if he somehow manages to knock out my Sharpedo, that may actually matter. I'm just going to go for another one. Yeah, he sacks his Seismitoad. That's fine. Special Sharpedo has a way of just, like, knocking giant holes into teams. Especially with screen support. I have a feeling he will bring in the Fletchinder here. Just because, yeah, it's his best chance to knock me out with an Acrobatics. However, I do have things for that, such as the Electros. Right, yeah, eating it up. I can go for a Coil. And I don't think there's anything on his team that really, really wants to take one of my, like, a combination of all of my moves. The Emboar is probably his best bet, but because that is physical, he can't... Okay, he's just going to bring in his Virizion. I'm going to take full advantage of this and get a couple of coils up. If he's going to bring in a frozen Pokemon, like, just to die, I'm going to take full advantage of this, and I'm going to put up a few coils. Like, however, he is regaining HP. I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch right now, and knock him out. So his best bet is probably his Emboar, or his Jolteon's really not his best bet. Like, I think I have this in the bag with +2 Electros. But his Emboar is most definitely his best bet. I do have the Aqua Tail. Okay, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp. That doesn't really matter that much because I still have my defenses boosted and I can gain back a bunch of HP with Drain Punch. I'm just going to go for another Coil because I have no reason not to. And now he's lowering his own attack. This isn't helping him. And now I can just fire off a Drain Punch and get a bunch of HP back. Because I'm technically at +1 right now. And he's at -1 defense. So what I can do, okay, this is Protect. This is a very interesting Emboar set. I don't think I've seen this before. Okay, he goes into his Xatu to 4 times resist that. That's fine. I get a little bit of HP back, and now I can knock him out with a Wild Charge. Because I don't think he can knock me out with anything. Although, I may be wrong. He goes for the Roost. That's fine. I can still get up a +1 Wild Charge. And I died to the burn. That's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that, because what I can do is I can bring in my Sharpedo. When Showdown decides to let me bring in my Sharpedo, I will bring in my Sharpedo. And I can just go for a Hydro Pump, and I can knock anything out. Well, the Jolteon will take a lot, but it won't knock it out. And then I'll get the +1, and I can knock it out next turn. And I missed the Hydro Pump. Oh! that's annoying. That would be a dead-ass Xatu. Okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. But now he can just bring in the Fletchender. I don't really need this anymore. I would like to keep it around for the Emboar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Doublade, because I don't really need it. Okay, he goes for the Sword Stance. It's fine. I can just go for my own Sword Stance, because I don't believe Fletchender typically carry a Fire-type move. Because I can't learn Flare Blitz. So what I can do is just get off a butt-ton with the Shadow Sneak, and he burns me. That's fine, because I can just go for another one, knock him out. If he wants to go into Emboar, that's going to be a 2-hit KO. Like, that's perfectly fine. I don't really care if he roofs up. Alright, so that's a solid amount of damage to get on for sacking this thing anyway. I can go into my Ambipom, and I can get out a Fake Out on anything that wants to come in. Nothing is going to want to take a Silk Scarf Fake Out at all. Brings in the Emboar. I don't believe that this thing is Choice Scarf, but it looks like a defensive wall, to be honest. Shoot. So what I can do is he will probably try to burn me. I don't want that happening just yet, because I need this thing to deal massive damage to that Fletchender. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to U-turn out and go into my Tangrowth, just as Death Fodder. Goes to the Willow, that's perfectly fine. And I can just get off a free Sludge Bomb, do some damage, because he appears to be a defensive wall. He goes for the Protect. I don't really see what he gains by doing that. Just a little more lefties, I guess. And he goes for the Flare Blitz. That does a lot, but it's also going to do a lot of recoil, and I'm going to get a decent amount off. Can I get a Poison? No. Okay. And now he's just going to Protect again. So I can just get a free switch into my Sharpedo, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, that was too risky. Alright, so I can get a free switch into my Sharpedo, and his Protect turn is used. So I can go for the Hydro Pump. Can I please hit the Hydro Pump? Pretty please. I need to knock out this Emboar. And then I can win with Ambipom and Claydol. Okay, thank you. Alright, so with that done, he's going to bring in his Fletchender and just knock me out. Or he goes for the Jolteon. I am perfectly okay with this. I can just go for a Dark Pulse, get some guaranteed damage. Unless he's like Choice Scarf, I outspeed it. So I can go for the Dark Pulse and get a butt-ton of damage off. Holy crap, that did a lot. And I got the Flinch. I don't think that matters really at all, but you never know. So I can go into Ambipom now, and I can just get a free Fake Out off on one of these things. It will knock the Jolteon out, and it will take the Fletchender down very low. So if he wants to switch that in, that's fine by me, but it's just going to get 2-hit KO'd. Okay, yeah, so he brings in the Fletchender, and actually I kill it with a crit. That doesn't really matter in the long run, because I'm pretty sure I had this game in the bag with Ambipom, but okay, yeah, that's fine. He's gonna go for Shadow Ball, and I really don't care. I have this game won, so just bring in Ambipom, go for the Fake Out, and that's GG. And that crit did not matter at all. Alright, yeah, I'm very low on the ladder, if you could tell, but that was actually a pretty good battle. I liked some of that guy's sets. I'm not really sure what he was doing with his Xatu, though. I felt like he could have gotten a lot more utility out of it, and that was more of an offensive set, it looked like. Alright, let's get a couple more. Okay, so this guy is running Rotom Mow again. I'm seeing that a lot, and it actually is a huge threat. I'm starting to feel like I should probably just get as much damage as I can with it on Sharpedo. Although I do see Sharpedo doing a fair amount in this game. So what I'm going to do is I predict him to lead off with his Omastar, either if he's a Shell Smash variant or if he is an Spikes variant. I'm just going to lead off with Tangrowth because it's a fairly safe lead, and even if he has like Hariyama, I don't really care. Hariyama really cannot touch me. Pardon me, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, never mind. Someone decided to let their car alarm go off. Okay, we have a Guts Hariyama here. I'm not sure why if he's gonna stay in on me or something. I don't feel like he can still do that much, even though he's Guts. And then every close combat, he's just going to be... Okay, Stone Edge, that's fine. I can just do some damage, and I can sort of Flame Orb stall him out here. Stone Edge I don't even think is going to be a 2-hit KO. I feel like it will do like probably around 40-45% just because of how bulky. Okay, why would you switch in Omastar? That makes no sense. But I'm very okay with it, but that makes no sense. Why would you not bring in Bufalon? Like, that's Sap Sipper. Hello? Am I missing something? Okay. So he brings in the Bufalon. I'm just going to go for a Sludge Bomb, get off some damage. Okay, Protect. I'm seeing a lot of strange sets today. I guess it's just because I'm low on the ladder. I guess what I can do is later on I can upload a video when I'm a little higher on the ladder with this team. Okay, that's actually kind of... Okay, this is a Zoroark. So I'm free to go for Giga Drains. Okay, Substitute, that's fine. I can break it and get some health back. I don't know what you're doing, man. Foul play? Hello? Maybe I shouldn't upload this one just because this guy's sets are trash. I'm interested to see that Misdreavus, though. Okay, Rotom-Mow comes in. I'm going to take a butt ton from a Leaf Storm, but I don't really have a good switch. So I'm just going to... Okay, Thunderbolt. If somebody wants to point out to me what this guy is doing, I would love to know. And then I can just go for a Hidden Power Fire. Dude, come on, man. It's just a Tangrowth. Tangrowth should not be sweeping through your team like this. Okay, fourth bit. Alright. Wonderful. Wonderful. I might not include that one. Alright, well, like 2 more. Okay, this guy's team is pretty scary. He's got some big threats. Hitmonlee can sweep, Swellow can sweep, Cobalion is actually a huge threat to my team because I have 2 things with Dark-type moves that he can switch in on easily and get his Justified boost. I have been having some trouble with Druddigon as well recently, but I have kind of learned to counter that. As for leads, I do see him leading either with the Cobalion if it's a Stealth Rock variant, or I see him leading with Hitmonlee. Either way, I think that Claydol is a relatively safe lead. Okay, he leads with the Quillfish. It's an Intimidate set. I'm going to throw up my Stealth Rocks just for that Swellow, okay, which he switches into right now. I don't believe that I can take a Facade, but I do have Doublade, which is a relatively safe switch-in, because he will go for the Facade or U-turn. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I have my Rocks up. They're pretty much here to stay. So now I predict him to go into something masquerading that is masquerading as... I think this might be Zoroark. So what I'm going to do is... Gosh, if this is actually Zoroark, this puts me in a very bad situation. I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Okay, it's not Zoroark, but he does get a sub off. That's fine, because I have Shadow Sneak, which can break it. As long as I get a decent damage roll. And I don't know what he has exactly to hit me. Maybe Earthquake. Either way, oh my god, the sub. And he has Flamethrower. That's very interesting. Goodness. Do I see Doublade doing a lot Yes, I kind of need it because I need it to wall his Hitmonlee. So what I can do is I can take this flamethrower with Ambipom. No burn. Okay. No burn. I can get off a fake out. Break his sub. He goes to the... Oh gosh, mixed Druddy Gun. What a monster. And I can go to Sharpedo and just fire off an Ice Beam. Take this thing out. He brings in the Quillfish, that's fine. He gets the Intimidate off. This Ice Beam is going to do probably about, 30%. And judging by that damage, I think I can knock him out with a Dark Pulse. So I'm going to go for that now. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so he brings out the Hitmonlee. Whether he goes for the Fake Out or the Mach Punch, I am guaranteed to be immune to either of them with my Doublade, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, he goes for the knock. That's a very good play. That is a very good play. Props to you, sir. I just got wrecked. Alright, so I'm going to go for the Giga Drain with Tangrowth. Just get some damage off on anything that wants to come in. Rapid Spin. Okay, I don't really care. Okay, so he doesn't seem like he's carrying the Mach Punch. But I could very well be wrong. Now I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb, predicting the Druddy Gun to come in. Okay, he goes for the High Jump Kick. That's fine. Now I can just knock him out with the Giga Drain. Okay, made me go for Giga Drain. That's actually preferable. Right, so he brings in the Druddy Gun. He's going to go for a Flamethrower. So what I can do is I can predict that and switch into Sharpedo, but it's still going to hurt. I really don't have a choice. I probably should just do that, especially since Hitmonlee is gone. No, I need to... Okay, Jump Shot. That's fine. Yes, that would have knocked out Sharpedo. So, what I can do is I can go for the Ice Beam. Knock out this. And then he'll bring in Cobalion, most likely. However, this could be Zoroark disguised as Cobalion, because he has not brought that out yet. And I have other things for everything on his team, so I'm just going to go for a Hydro Pump. And do a butt ton of damage to that Cobalion, which was the biggest threat to my team by far. Swellow is, but it isn't at the same time. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go into Claydol and I'm going to go Reflect. Like flinches me. Please don't just kill me with flinches, dude. Please just switch or something. Okay. Whew. We got our Reflect up. I'm gonna get a Light Screen up. Okay, or not. That's actually fine too. And go into Electros, and I think I've won. Just fire off Drain Punches and win the game. I'm not going to like a Facade, per se, but I know that now that I have a Reflect up, I can take one. And this is the Swellow. I'm going to go... Oh, wow. Okay, that does nothing. Wow. And get off a butt ton of damage with the Drain Punch. And just go for another one. And I think I actually lost. Oh, wow. If I can take a hit from Zoroark, I have this. But I think I might have lost. I'm not... Okay, knockoff? Alright. I won. Good game. The Electros gets the victory. And with that, I think we will do one more and we will call it a session. Okay, I like this guy's teams. I like a Scavalier a lot. I feel like that's pretty underused, and I think it's definitely going to be an Assault Vest. So an HP Fire from Tangrowth is not going to be able to take it out. It is going to be nice to hit on the switch, though. I'm predicting him to lead off with either Drapion or Ambipom, but just to be safe, because I want that Ambipom out of the picture, I'm going to lead with my Sharpedo. And he does lead with the Ambipom. Great, this gives me an opportunity to show this off. So I'm going to go for the Protect while he Fake Outs. And I'm going to get the Speed Boost. And as long as he is not a Focus Sash variant, I can knock him out with a Hydro Pump. Assuming I hit. Please hit. Yes! Okay, that crit did not matter. I've done this many, many times, and it takes out Ambipom every single time. Okay, so that gave me a great opportunity, and I'm very happy I got to show that off. Alright, so with the major threat to my team out of the way, and Sharpedo taking care of the thing that it counters, I don't really see a ton of need for Sharpedo anymore, although it would be very nice to have the Cofagrigus. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to fire off another Hydro Pump and get 94%. Jesus Christ, calm down. As he gets a crit with Cross Poison. That would have done a lot anyway, but that definitely mattered. To which I can just go into Doublade and go for a Shadow Sneak to take him out. Sharpedo did its job. I have no regrets about letting it die, even with the Cofagrigus still in the back. Yeah. Sorry, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So I think his best switch here would probably be his Escavalier, because he has knockoff most likely on that. But he goes into his Jolteon. I can definitely just get off. He definitely has Shadow Ball. I'm going to switch into Ambipom, because Ambipom's not going to do anything. Yeah, he goes for the Shadow Ball. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for the knockoff, because I don't think he wants his... Okay, he wants his Balloon broken. I don't know why he wants his Balloon broken. And now I will go into Electros to eat up that Thunderbolt and just go for Whimsicott or Cofagrigus are coming in. I'm just going to go for a Wild Charge. Already goes for the Shadow Ball. I don't care, man. I think he has Volt Absorb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm sorry, guys. I'm dumb. Alright, so I get off a butt ton with Drain Punch. It is not enough. Oh, it is enough to take another Shadow Ball. He will probably bring in Cofagrigus. Okay, he's just going to sack his Jolteon. That's fine by me. I think I pretty much have this one in the bag now. I do have Tangrowth for his Whimsicott and his Escavalier, with the HP Fire. Because Escavalier can take one, but it's sure as hell not taking two. If it's Assault Vest. If it is not Assault Vest, it will be an Oko. So right now he's going to bring in his Whimsicott. He resists all of my moves, which is actually pretty rare. Like, props to Whimsicott. Props to the jerk. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to sack this. I'm just going to hit him with my strongest move, which is Wild Charge, even though it is resisted. I have absolutely no need to keep this thing around. And then I'm going to go into Tangrowth and just fire off an HP Fire, predicting the Escavalier to come in. Okay, I don't know what... Alright, that was pretty scubby of him. Hopefully he thinks that's HP Ice. That would be pretty nice. He goes into Cofagrigus to eat that up. That might be. I don't have a problem with that. But I am just going to go for a Giga Drain. Get off a solid 27%, and he goes for the knockoff to get my leftovers away. Unless he has, like, Toxic or something, I don't see myself losing this battle against Cofagrigus one-on-one. I'm sure this is very annoying to watch. Okay, yeah, I don't see myself losing this battle, so I don't know why he's going for the infestation per se, because unless he has like, he probably has Pain Split. Okay, no, he has Hex. This is a very interesting set. But I don't. I see myself winning this battle. Yeah, I knew I could beat that Cofagrigus one-on-one because he had nothing to take out my Tengoku. And now he doesn't really have anything at all to take out my Tangrowth. He does have the Mega Horn, and that is definitely a thing. I can't lose this. I need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sack my Claydol to the Fell Stinger, huh? That is very interesting. And now I'm going to get up a Reflect. And I think I just won. Because I can now take a Fell Stinger. If he doesn't have the Mega Horn, I can take a Fell Stinger. I can probably even take a Mega Horn with the Reflect up, so I'm not afraid. If he brings in Whimsicott, it's going to die. This is going to... Oh, wow. 37%. You know, that is very impressive as Cavalier. But now that I have my Reflect up, he has no chance of killing me with his Fell Stingers. Even his Iron Heads aren't going to do much. I pretty much have this in the bag with Tangrowth. And with that, that is a good game to my opponent. I wish I was a little higher up on the ladder, just because this team actually does well higher on the ladder, so I could show it off against like some better opponents. But I'd like to upload this video just like maybe as a teaser to that. So, yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll come back to you pretty soon with another one of these, hopefully. See you around. That was stupid. Alright, bye guys.